What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Euphoria Season 2 Episode 1 review. This is just like my Book of Boba Fett video. It's off the cuff, unscripted, just some of my initial thoughts after watching this episode. It's been quite a while since we had the last season. We had the two specials, which were pretty low-key due to, of course, the panini that's going on in this world. But we continue back here and we pick up with the aftermath after last season, with Jules and Roo having a split as they did plan to run away, but Jules ended up going on her own, which led Roo down a spiral. She was clean for a bit, but unfortunately did turn back to drugs, which is a real shame because she's a very gifted individual and it's just a shame to see her continue in this downward spiral. But this episode started somewhere I was not expecting as we get a backstory on Fez. I really loved these cold openings to the episode, which give us insight into the characters. And it does seem like Fez is getting a bit more of the spotlight this season, which is good because I think the actor who plays him is absolutely superb. Admittedly, I can't unsee the fact that he does look like Mac Miller, the late Mac Miller, unfortunately, but he is a really, really good actor, and I really, really love the character, as we learn that he was taken by his grandmother after she offed, the person who was looking after him there, and he went on to join her life of crime, explaining why he is so young and a drug kingpin. We of course learn how Ashtray came to be in his life as well, as he was taken for collateral and the mother turned up and he would eat, cigarettes, leading to that name. Now, we come back to the present as of course Roo is way, way down on her luck, as this kind of like Fez-Roo family relationship is so incredibly toxic. As if she was his family, he would not be having her come along on his drug deals. And as we learn, they have to pay their dues to a drug dealer who is above the one that Ashtray killed in a pretty tense moment. And it's a really, really good scene here. And it is interesting that Roo is way out of her depth, but she seems to find this all fun, as we saw at the end of this part. We learn how that she just was enjoying the whole thing. She thought it was badass, and she was like, yes, that girl boss drug dealer woman it was pretty funny to watch. But we head to the New Year's party, and while this episode didn't have like the real goings on of the previous season, this is pretty much an episode to set the scene for the next season going on. Of course, we have Cassie and Nate as he picks her up and, gets with his not only ex's friend, but his friend's ex. So he is just a walking calamity douchebag. He's just really skis. The actor is so good at his job, he makes me uneasy to watch. I really, really despise that person, which is a testament to the actor there, of course. So with this in mind, he kind of pushes the limits with Cassie as her sister's looking for her, which I thought was really, really interesting. And it was just horrible, this person, as she has to hide in the bathroom there from, of course, her best friend. So with this in mind, we also have Roo at the party, and she's doing the drugs that she has. She's moving on to like heroin and stuff now, and it's just real horrible stuff to watch this happen, as she almost ODs when she is at the party where Jules is also at as well. Now, it's interesting that she came back as well. She has come back into the life here, and moving forward in this episode, we also have Fez, who is actually talking to Lexi and flirting with her. So that's an interesting one, as they do flirt and start to get on, which is pretty curious there, but I don't know if that's really going to go anywhere based on what happened at the end of the episode. Now, of course, we also have the Jules and Roo kind of making up, I would say, I'm not sure if I could say that because they meet again and they are gripped and real kind of magnetized to each other. So I do wonder if they will end up staying together, or if this is just like one of those things, you know, where you haven't seen your ex for a while at a party and, you know, so on and so forth. And it's not really a thing. It's just the emotion that brought you back together. You shouldn't actually be together. So it's an interesting one nonetheless. And I do wonder if they will pursue that. But of course, the big thing of this episode was the end, as we saw Nate absolutely get beat, which I'm sure a lot of you were happy to see because he is just the absolute worst. Of course, we had the culmination of last season where Roo did ask our boy Fez to threaten him, leading Nate to grass on him, which led to the threatening there, saying that he's going to kill him next time he sees him. We think that this is water under the bridge as they chat and New Year's is about to happen, but no, he absolutely smashes the hell out of Nate. And he was just flirting with Lexi. He got a number. I've seen some people say that this is the Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian of Euphoria, which is, yeah, okay, I'm going to move on quickly from that. But I don't think the upstanding girl Lexi would want to date someone like this. But Fez obviously still cares for Roo, so I don't know how far that's going to go. The big thing here is going to be how deep is Roo in this drug empire of Fez. So overall, I thought this was a pretty decent episode. I'm excited to see where this goes next. Now, we got a trailer as well for the weeks ahead, as we always do with HBO. But it seems like Roo is actually going to strike up a friendship with our kind of blonde-haired guy who stopped her ODing. And we are also going to have the whole thing with Nate in hospital as well. So it's going to be a curious one, and it's going to be fun to actually watch this season go ahead. And, well, I'm very excited. But that is it for this video. Please do drop a like down below. Please do subscribe with notifications on. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.